Hi everyone, my name is Adrienne and I'm from Active Campaign. I am the Senior Product Enablement Specialist and I primarily take care of our internal knowledge base and write up internal articles about new features that are coming out for employees to learn. So today just going to highlight some of the everyday things I use Zight for and how it's super helpful for our knowledge base and capturing instructions. So this is our email designer. And just an example of how it's super helpful to use Zight is that if I were to be making a course highlighting the different types of blocks that you could use for customers to build their email, it's super great to be able to highlight just this specific section. So I actually have a screenshot over here. So for example, I would probably take a screenshot like this and then use the grayed out version of the rectangle just to really highlight, okay, on the right hand side, here's where you can find the blocks of image, text, and button. That way it is kind of orienting learners so they are like, okay, when I'm in the designer, I can find these on the right hand side and they know exactly where to go. So that's one way of doing it. Another way that we love using Zight is I love being able to grab a file, so like a video file. So for example, a PM might send me a demo via Slack or a Google Drive link or something like that. I can then download that video and then directly upload it back up to Zight, and that way I can grab that embed code and then embed it into our internal knowledge base, which we use Zendesk for, so that it will show up on an article. And then pro tip for anyone wanting to do this, highly recommend changing the width and height to a default that fits the page really well. I found that a width of 600 and a height of 400 fits well enough. Learners can still see what's going on in that video, but they don't need to, full screen it. They can if they want. That's also an option, but this way it just fits quite nicely. The other way that we use Zight, again, it's just about capturing knowledge, really focusing the learner's attention to a specific part of something, is that love using that arrow tool. So for example, this is a course that I've made on how to search, link, and flag articles for our internal knowledge base. And I've written out a process, different steps, and I've used the image capture tool as well as the arrow to point out what they need to click on so that they can do this process. So if someone tells you to access the knowledge tab and there's no screenshot, you're like, cool, what is the knowledge tab? I don't know what it is. I can guess, but it makes it really clear if I make a screenshot with an arrow of okay, I need you to click this book icon and that is the knowledge tab. And then they go into the next step and then they're like, okay, this is how I can search by clicking on the magnifying glass. Using the arrows and really shrinking down which part you want them to focus on really helps learners just get the point really quickly. And I found that it keeps people focused and they know where they are on the page. So that's just a few ways that we're using Zight every day over here, especially on the enablement team. Thanks so much.